Hello, good day. I know I have not been here for a minute. A bitch been bored. Not even bored. I just been not feeling it. I haven't been feeling it. Like, I was really sad last week. I don't know why. I was just a sad little monkey. So I didn't do nothing. I'm eating a donut. Bomba's Donut Place. Bomba's Donut Place. Do y'all hear me? In motherfucking North Carolina. It's called Duck Donuts. And they're to die for. Okay? But I'm gonna tell y'all the story so bomb. But the story about this girl that I used to claim as my friend, and basically she had sexual intercourse with my ex. Well, he's really my ex, but at the time, I'll tell y'all, I took a donut. I was supposed to, like, I couldn't stop eating. Don't worry, guys. Tomorrow, me and my brother are starting like this intermediate fasting for weight loss. So I'm kind of sad because I eat a lot. It's not healthy. So, Colorado, y'all know where this shirt's from. 2015, stand up, graduation year. Okay. Anyway, I wrote down some pointers so that I'm not all over the place. So, me and this girl, we're gonna name her motherfucking Poop, because that's what she is. She's Poop. So me and Poop, we've known each other since like the 2nd grade. Like, we met because we went to school together, the same school, and we've just always went to the same school, like all the way until like high school. So me and Poop was like long-term friends. And then like we fell out for a minute because she switched schools, and then like we weren't friends. Like, we were friends, but like we just didn't talk like that. So she had came back, and she was we found out she was pregnant or whatever, and like still wasn't like, I don't care, like that's not my life. But she had ended up coming back to the same high school that I went to. So me and Poop like got cool again, kinda. And she was like telling me her story about like her baby dad and her pregnancy at the time. That was her boyfriend, whatever. So like she dropped the baby. We didn't talk for like a couple years, and then like out of nowhere we end up linking up again, like when I was like 18. No, like 17. And so we end up kicking it, and we would kick it all the time. I would go to her house. Her family liked me. I knew her sisters, blah, 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 blah. So, okay, I have to tell this story because I think this story is why she, besides the point of her being Poop, besides the point of her being like a bad and shitty friend, something Something happened one day. I went over her house and we was like partying or whatever, like drinking and shit and stuff. And she she had invited somebody for her, and like me and him, I guess, just like kind of clicked more than her and him. She didn't like that, whatever. Some stuff went down, and I think that's why she was just so angry at me or so mad. But it's not my fault that somebody liked me more than they like you. But I mean, that sounds really bad. That sounds like I'm a shitty friend. But they wasn't dating. They didn't have no relations. They were friends, and like what happened happened. So whatever. So time for the story. I was a stupid teenager, and one day me and my mom got into it and I got kicked out. I didn't get kicked out, I left. Tell you guys some other time. But so I ended up leaving that night that me and my mom got into it, and my stupid ass didn't have nowhere to go. I tried to go with my best friend, and I couldn't really go to her house because she was living with her boyfriend and his mother, and so I couldn't really go there. So I ended up going to my ex's house, and I ended up staying there for like a month or two. At the time, like we were still like, he was my ex, like we weren't together, but we was still like messing around and like always together. Like his best friend was my best friend's boyfriend, and my best friend was obviously my best friend. So like we were always, all four of us would like hang out all the time and stuff. So whatever. So I ended up going to live with him, and he we was like, he was like, well, obviously if you're gonna live here, gotta split the bills. And I was like, cool, that's whatever. So like I had this job at the daycare. Oh no, I don't know where I was working. Matter of fact, I don't even think I was working at that time. And so I was friends with Poop. I forgot if I was working or not at the time. I don't think I was working at the time. So he was like, we'll get groceries somehow, some way. And I'm like, cool. Or maybe, I don't think he even said that. Let me not lie on him. But I don't remember how this even happened. But Poop said that she knew how to get the groceries on the low. What you mean? So a couple of times... Oh, I hope they don't come to find me. It's happened a long time ago. Disclaimer, I don't do it no more, and I would never do this ever again in my life. But I took my ex's car. Like he would let me drive it all the time. Like I would just like take him to work and then pick him up. Whatever. So I didn't have to be in the house. So I end up, like we was friends or whatever, so I would like pick her up and I would like whatever. She asked me to take her to the grocery store so she can get some food for her boyfriend at the time and his family and like the babies and shit. So I was like, hell yeah, you know, whatever. So we end up going to the store, and she was like, do you want something? Do you guys need something at the house or at your place or whatever? And I'm like, I mean, hell yeah, like we ain't got no food, like we be eating out, or like whenever he gets paid, he'll like go get a little bit of this for the night that we can cook or whatever. So I was like, yeah, like girl. So I end up putting a whole bunch of stuff, and at the time I'm like, how you gonna pay for all this food and you ain't got no money? But they gave her money. I'm like, girl, how much money did they give you? Because it was like a lot of food. It was a whole basket worth of food, hygiene stuff, feminine products, all of it. So we did that, and we got the food. The girl Poop ended up walking out Poop ended up walking out of the grocery store with everything. So I was like, well, shit, let's go. Put everything in the car, took it to where it needs to be taken. And then that's how me and my ex got groceries for like a couple weeks and months or whatever. So we got it that way. And one day we went grocery shopping, and she ended up coming back to the house, and I cooked that day. But that day she was like going through some problems with her boyfriend, and so she was like telling me the problems, and I was like, girl, like I used to go through the same stuff with let's name him Wood. I used to go through the same shit with Wood, and she was like, I went through her boyfriend's phone and blah blah blah, and I was like, I tried to go through Wood's phone one time, but like he was in the shower and I got nervous, and I was like, what if he fucking just comes in here and I just got his phone, or like I'm just not good at going through people's phones. So I didn't even really go through his phone. I opened his phone and like went through like something like his messages or something, and then I ended up not even reading anything, because first of all, I didn't want to hurt my own feelings. Second of all, I didn't want to get caught up, and third of all, I didn't want to get caught up, so I didn't even really end up going through his phone. But whatever. She okay, so we was talking about our relationship. I wrote down some shit, like I said. We was talking about excuse me, let's just not go over there. Like, I did not just burp. Excuse me. Sorry. So she came over, we was talking about relationship stuff, and then that was that night, right? So later on, I found out that they like somehow got into communication. Like, I don't know how really, but somehow them people, Wood and Poop, got into communication with each other. And I found out that Wood would like go pick her up. Okay, so I think I was out the house. I didn't live with Wood no more. So they got into communication when I wasn't in the picture. First of all, you don't do that if you're somebody's friend and that's their ex-boyfriend and they're still messing with that person, or like in general, you just don't mess with your exes. I mean, with your friend's exes, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was at the house or whatever. I ended up finding out that they got in communication because I was with him and we was going somewhere, and he ended up telling me, and then I was like, oh, word? So this is what we gonna do. She gonna text you to come pick her up or do whatever, and I'm gonna be in the car with you, and then we gonna see where it goes from there. So one day we did that, and we just like we didn't end up going to pick her up, or like she said no, never mind, or something like that. I didn't get to see her, period. So then I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, that's the first thing. I was like, that's really shitty. Like, why would you do that? Like, that you're a effed up friend. Juicy part. Long story short, because I don't want this video to be like hella long. Poop, being the poopy ass motherfucker that she is, end up having sexual intercourse with my ex. And not only that, another person was involved that shouldn't have been involved. That had absolutely nothing to do with the whole situation that I just said. Like, that person was like, why? Like, y'all just nasty. Wood is nasty. Poop is nasty. Me and Wood are like whatever now. Like, we just don't talk. But that was just a really shitty situation. I was like, wow. Females really be doing that. Like, what was wrong with your boyfriend? And then a few months later, her boyfriend ended up messaging me like, what's up, what's good, trying to be friendly. So I'm like, I'm not that type of person. Like, I don't want to do that. Even though she did it to me, I don't want to do that to somebody. Like, that's messed up. You know what I mean? That's just a really messed up situation. And then even to this day, sometimes I'll be like, I should have did it. But I was like, nah, like, I'm not even that type of person. Like, I would feel really bad. I would feel extra super bad. Like, I'm not that type of person to do that type of stuff to somebody. But that was that story. And I have a lot of more stories to go. It's like, I don't even have that many stories. I can tell some stories, but some people might feel some way. Like Wood, because he was a really bad boyfriend to me. And he was a really shitty person to me for a minute. And then he apologized. Like, but that's not the story. I just want to tell Poop that she's a really poopy person. Oh, and then after that, she blocked me on all social media after she knew I found out of what she did. She blocked me on everything. Now I have no clue where she's at. She's probably somewhere being a prostitute, or like she was. That was really her job. But, you know, whatever. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if you will. Subscribe though. And there will be a lot more things to talk about. Okay? So let me tell you something. I'll see you later. All right? I will. I'll see you later.